Famer, and they with however many awards Mary Kay got.
So let's get to this. I'm actually glad because this is going to be a different conversation than I just had. So we got another opportunity to really educate the people.
Yes.
So it goes on to say, so why he hasn't gotten any first team reps. First and foremost, here's what you're going to have to realize. When you have a player who comes out and plays like that and has not been given reps, has not been taken seriously, has been maligned, has been talked about, has been diminished, has been marginalized, you're going to now have to stand in account and stand on that, right? Because now I told everybody before, I threw it in my one of my blogs. I said, local media, feel free. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna let you know it's still time to get on the bandwagon. It's still time to come on around. Because listen, when the people see it and the national media see it, they're gonna then come back and say, hold on. Shedeur's talent shouldn't be questioned. He showed it. Your judgment is now being questioned. Your eye, your evaluation, because now we have time and time again where you've said certain things where it turns out that there is no way a person can play like that if he does not understand what he's doing. It's impossible. There is no way a person can play like that, be as free, be as open, be as confident, be as smooth in the pocket and way he moves and accurate if he does not know what he's doing. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. When you deal in generalities, catchphrases, and buzzwords, those come back to haunt you. Let's talk about this. We'll break it down line for line. So
no. Hold on, G. These ain't buzzwords. When you read this, these ain't buzzwords. These are definitions. These are explicit. This is directly to the point saying this man couldn't do this when he got here. We had to bring him to this point.
Let me ask you this question.
But read this thing. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. How is it he was learning all of this and he still wasn't playing? See what I'm saying? If you had to learn all this from ground zero, how was you learning this with support staff throwing at trash cans? I was there. He wasn't playing. He was playing on the other field. Remember, we talked about the JV field.
Yes.
Well, if he can play that well on the JV field, I think everybody should play on that JV field.
I think everybody should use the playbook he had.
However they learn this, the problem with this is this, man. And I always talk about this. I said it in the last podcast. You got to watch. People will take you back. No. See, it's clever misdirection. They are focusing on the wrong thing. You're focusing on why we said, or why did some people think the Browns were sabotaging him? Instead of putting the focus on what he did and how impressive it was.
They should have been embracing him from day one. When they gave up his jersey number to a undrafted player, to somebody that might not make the team, we knew then they wasn't ready. When
guess what?
they had several chances to fix it.
We told them.
He had an event. They had a disaster in the project. Nobody from the team showed up.
I talk to him.
He went to the high school to talk to teenagers. Nobody from the team showed up. It's him every time by himself. Where is your organization? Where is your help? Where is your love? Why haven't you embraced the most important player that has touched your franchise since the great Bernie Kosar? This is what you got. When his fan base is twice as big as yours, and now your fan base don't trust you, you losing trust in your very own fan base because you telling me that the person that I'm watching on TV, Cook, couldn't read a defense, couldn't call a play in the huddle, don't know how to shift the line in protection. You telling me that you taught him all of this just now, but we're watching him move and shift the line in Jackson State. We watching him call out shifting audibles in the Colorado State game when they winning, but he telling you, coach, mad because you called audible because somebody else wanted some yards. But he telling you, coach, I saw cover 0. We had it free on the outside. He by himself. Why not? But we didn't watch him do this. That's the problem with Cleveland. Nobody watched him but the people he brought with him. And instead of embracing it, they fighting it.
I seen all his stuff. So when they drafted him, I said, "Oh,
we got
this is what I'm talking about." When you break this down, you say, so why hasn't he got any first team reps, right? Because he had to get up to speed in all aspects of the pre-snap process, including relaying plays in the huddle, identifying the defense, sliding the protections, directing the motions, and making adjustments. From snap to throw, he's mostly been dynamite. Saved a few times, he's reverted to the habit of retreating under duress or taking would-be sacks. In fact, he's drifted less during 11-on-11s and 7-on-7s, which speaks to the gamer in him. So here, let's go ahead and say this. Here's the problem with this. If you telling me that he's not done this, he in all aspects of the pre-snap process, I was at practice. This is why you go. This is why you show up. Because at practice, no coaches are pulling them aside saying, "Oh, you didn't make the right throw." Nobody is out there moving around. Let me tell you what happens. Let me tell you what happens. And just to give a direct correlation, and we said this last time. When you put in 25 plays prior to practice, you don't know which reps you're going to get. If each one of the quarterbacks is out here getting 6 plays apiece at 4 quarterbacks, that means at random, you got 6 out of 25 plays that they can call.
At any time.
Now, how many times has he been on the field and they stopped the practice and said, wrong play, wrong route, wrong cadence, that's not the protection? Never. So the thought process that he doesn't know that or has not done that, first and foremost, that is an indictment on what you're not understanding about college football systems. He came from a system in which they do that. His coach, like the fact that you're going to diminish, Pat Shermer was a coach for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, no, hold on. Not just that. Kevin Stefanski worked for him. Kevin Stefanski ripped his offense off of Pat Shermer's playbook. They need to stop.
So when you say that, you're diminishing the fact. Now here's also the ultimate part that people get tired of. When you're saying, all right, there's at times at minicamp and training camp, Sanders worked with the 3rd or 4th teamers on the opposite field while the other 3 quarterbacks with the 1s and 2s installing a new offense. Listen, at the end of the day, the thing that we ain't gonna do is we not gonna diminish what he did and the work that he putting in on that football field. Kevin Stefanski wasn't out there staying 40 minutes before practice and 40 minutes after practice. Kevin Stefanski wasn't out here when he was running with the 2s and 3s, like you said, they was putting the offense in on that field. He was over here doing whatever he was doing. Don't get to the game and him do what he need to do And instead of you just saying he looked good, he did his thing, you gonna strip his medals like he Marion Jones and give it to the coach when the coach didn't give him no reps. Even when he said he was starting, he still gave Tyler Huntley snaps.
No,
he still gave every other quarterback snaps.
Yeah, that's the two that ain't playing. You give them snaps. Why they
So-
need snaps?
So we're not going to strip his medals and now all of a sudden he looks good is because they did a good job in teaching him how to read defenses. Stop it. He's been doing that. He's been accurate. He's been reading defense. He's been sliding in the pocket. The problem is, this is damage control 101.
Yes.
Damage control 101 is this. I told them when I did my blog on Friday, I said, you got 48 hours. I need y'all to come up with something. Y'all better get together. Y'all better figure it out. Because the next question that's coming is, what the hell was y'all looking at all summer? You said Dylan Gabriel was the supercomputer. I saw him go 3 of 14 with all them reps with the ones. Instead of the onus being on the other guys to perform, it's about what Shedeur Sanders is or is not. See, but now he flipped the conversation, OG. He flipped the conversation because now it's time for you to deliver. See, Shedeur already did what he did with no reps out of the blue, putting on touchdowns. Now, guess what? All those who got all the reps, what are you going to do?
And they got to do it better.
The bar has been set. This is bare minimum. What you talking about? I need all of y'all to step your game up. Get your hamstrings together. Get your treatment together. I need you to step your game up because we see, boom, where we at with it.
Because you got reps with the ones. You got to do better than what I did. I'm playing with the UPS workers like they used to say. I'm playing with people that ain't gonna make the team. So if this is my ball, you got to be up here to beat me out. Because you've been playing with Jerry Jeudy. You've been throwing to Njoku. You done had the whole offensive line blocking for you.
Let me see.
I'm in survival mode.
She said, hold on, let me see. At times during minicamp and training camp, Sanders worked with the third and fourth teamers on the opposite field while the other 3 quarterbacks worked with the ones and twos installing the new offense. So you was front row and center installing the new offense with all of the bells and whistles and Jerry Jeudy and Joe Batonio and Wyatt Teller and all of the number ones over there kicking it and getting them reps down. Mm-hmm. Now it's time for you to pull up in Philadelphia and show what them reps meant. I want to see it. Same way y'all wanted to see it with Shedeur, I want to see it. Because now it's about seeing. It ain't about what we thought. See, what you thought and why he wasn't getting no reps and why it was what it was, you could try to do that narrative, that mental gymnastics, but people gonna make you stand on that. They're gonna say, but you said.
I've been telling them since this thing started, once they see it, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Cleveland, there is nothing that they can do to tell them that Shedeur don't know what they're doing. That's why he didn't get no reps with the ones. He got reps. They've seen him play with the ones, but it wasn't for the media to see. It wasn't for the people to see because they knew once you saw it, that's all you was going to want. You wasn't going to worry about Dylan Gabriel. You wasn't going to worry about Lil Hand Kenny, old man Flacco. You didn't care about that, just like you don't care now. And now nobody believes them. See, this is cover. This is to prevent that media storm that they know that's coming Monday morning when the rotation fire up. See, this is bullcrap. They know what's coming. They trying to fight it. They trying to get their audience to trust them. Y'all trust us. We know what we saying. We send our best 2 sources out there to tell you they don't know what they talking about. And before they get to talking Monday, this is why we did what we did. This is why Shedeur didn't get no reps, because we had to raise him all over again. They full of crap.
It was just that he hadn't done it to the extent that Dylan Gabriel did in his 6 years of college. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Dylan Gabriel, let me just tell you something. They moved it so much. First of all, Dylan Gabriel wasn't rated higher than Shedeur Sanders at nothing. No other GM, nobody I know was taking him in the 3rd round. No disrespect to Dylan Gabriel. Second of all,
he came back to college last year because he had a 7th round grade, and this year he had a 6th round grade.
I mean, let's be honest with man. He played at 3 different schools. He played 6 years. Even with the reps that he's been given in practice, he's done nothing with them. He has not looked good. He looked shaky. He looked bad the 2 days I was out there. Bad. It wasn't shaky. It was just bad. You now have Zach Jackson and Darryl Ryder saying he's not a college quarter. He's a nice college quarterback. He's not an NFL quarterback. And at least the thing that I'm willing to say is, I've always been about the competition, and I'm a firm believer in giving people opportunity to prove themselves they is or they ain't. Now, my thing is, it's funny how the onus now is back on those guys to perform. Because to be honest, the way the thing has been written and the way this thing has been narrated has been, these guys have been given the benefit of the doubt at every turn. When you ask why Kenny Pickett should start, the first thing they say is he got a raw deal in Pittsburgh. I said, now hold on. This is the same Pittsburgh that you guys worship. This is the same Steelers that you always raise in above the Browns and say Mike Tomlin go to the playoffs every year. The Rooneys is the best owners. They do it the right way. They still hit on Friday. The Steelers go to the playoffs every year with a different quarterback. But just for this sake, the kid that grew up in Pennsylvania, who went to the University of Pitt, who played in the same stadium and it's his home games, played 4 years. You telling me that the organization that watched him for 4 years, drafted him in the 1st round, played him, you telling me he got a raw deal? I don't know. When is the last time you said anything bad? So just in this case, he got the raw deal. It was just this case with Pickett. He got okay, I get it. I mean, I get it. But you doing these mental gymnastics for Pickett. You got people doing these. I mean, it's crazy how it's everybody. I call them the ABS. Everybody got abs in the industry. Anybody but Shedeur. It's the Anybody But Shedeur coalition. And guess what? It's real quiet in the weekends. I want to see people talking, not writing, talking. It's quiet. But they've been getting, them text message chains is jumping right now. How we gonna spin this? What we gonna do? How we gonna move with this, dog? And I mean, right now, but you just see that throw in the end zone when he stepped up to all guys around his back leg and he just threw that 25-yard strike. See, I told you. Remember we said this? Shedeur, you go out there, don't you be checking it down. We let that thing fly.
Throw that thing.
And when you let it fly like that, you gotta start reverting and moonwalking. You got to say, well, this is the reason I had said that. No. That pocket presence is innate. When former quarterbacks come out and say, this is elite level maneuver in the pocket. Not only does he know where the blitz is coming from, he subtly moved on the 2nd touchdown pass. He wasn't pressed. He subtly moved the back, reached, blocked the pickup guy, and then he says, okay, let me see. Let me slide in the pocket. He was doing the electric slide out there. Slide to the left. Damn. He got to that back foot, threw the football down and away, sliding touchdown catch between 3 defenders.
And he sat back down when he did it.
And you trying to tell me he had to catch up. And he lapped them dudes. That ain't catch up material. That is I've been him material. And that's why when you caught them faces on them sidelines.
Ooh, they was ugly.
Boy, that's a ball.
But them veterans, you saw where them veterans were. They was right there with him. Oh, that's our boy right there. We know we got one.
Myles Garrett, David Njoku. See, that's the thing you can't do. And shout out. See, this is the thing. This is why Shedeur, he polished. Mm-hmm. He went to Tony Gross. He said, Tony, let me talk to you, dog. Man, why you be hating? You be hating, dog. You be hating. You know what I'm saying? You gonna say something nice. You know why? Shedeur is self-deprecating. He makes it so hard for you to root against him because he knows how to communicate with people. He didn't make it contentious. He wanted, what he wanted to do is tell him, I be hearing what you be saying.
Yeah, that's all he was saying. I got you, dog.
I've been hearing you. But just so you know, I'm gonna keep dropping these touchdowns. And if I keep dropping these touchdowns, you ain't gonna have much to say. So I love the way he did it. He laughed it off. They laughed at Joe. But see, here's the thing. The numbers speak, OG. They speak. And I told the fan base, I said, one thing you can't do. I believe when God tell you like this, when you put your hand to the plow, you don't look back. Beware of people that want to bring you and talk to you about stuff that's not relevant. The relevance isn't about what anybody is saying, what me, you, anybody on the outside said. The relevance is we've moved from that outside journalism where we're going to write stuff to that field work. What I want from you is your analysis on that throw, not the analysis on what we thought the Browns was doing to him. That's where we need to be going. And the analysis is, and the bigger analysis, OG, is this. Somebody gonna lose some reps. Which one is gonna be?
Ain't nobody gonna lose no reps this week.
They ain't gonna lose them. No.
Not this week.
Not this week. But here's the thing. They forced to play for their job now.
Mm-hmm.
They're forced
to
earn their keep.
They're gonna hold them out because you know what the lie is coming up. They ain't played no games yet. They ain't been on the field.
They gotta get the time.
They gotta get their reps together.
They gotta get the reps with the ones, and they out of shape a little bit. They gotta work on the conditioning. And listen, why didn't we get none? Why did Shedeur get none of that talk? Listen. They told us to shut up. He got his opportunity. He better do something. Didn't they tell us that?
Well, that's what they said.
They told us to shut up.
So when Dylan, if he ain't ready this week, then what? Because I heard Joe say Kenny ain't coming back for a couple of weeks. So he just gonna miss the preseason altogether. So that means he out the competition already.
Hey, Kenny, don't do that. Kenny, I need you to figure. I need you to find a way, dog.
Club from the
club. Kenny, don't do that. Kenny, Kenny. No, don't.
But see, I tried to tell him about this favor. Favor ain't fair. You know what I'm saying?
Can't tell you nothing about it.
Favor ain't fair.
And let me tell you something, dude. And let me tell you something. I've been around him. I talked to Joe before the game. I talked to Chris Rose before the game. I talked to Jay. I talked to who else I done got to? Jason Lloyd. And you know what? It's a funny thing about that it factor. A lot of people wasn't excited before, but all of a sudden they said, "Oh, he's starting. I'm a little excited. I want to see what he do. I want to see it." And when he was throwing them touchdown passes, you started to see. They said, "Oh, we might got a problem here." Yeah. Look, hey, Joe was like, "Listen, hey, Mary Kay, I'll help you out a little bit, dog. I'll try to retweet what you said, but you got one more time." One more time to do this. It's looking nasty out here.
On her own, dog. She might be on her own because Tony is gone. She can forget about Tony Gross.
Oh yeah. He
didn't talk to Shedeur. It's a wrap.
He like, listen, man. Hey, look, hey, dog. Hey, Shedeur told him, hey, listen. He showed him.
Hold on. I got you.
Here we go.
I got you. You ain't even got it. You know I got you, dog, at all times. At all times.
Tony, I be hoping you hold on. Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You always say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't see nothing positive that you ever say. I did something positive every day. What I'm saying? Come on, Tony. What I do? What I do to you, Tony?
See, that got him right there. That got him. He played with him a little bit. He just smiled in his face. He made him feel good, made him feel comfortable.
Hey, listen,
wasn't no threat.
I don't hold no grudge. I heard what you said. I ain't hold no grudge. Come on, man. You know what? See, that is slight. Man, this dude, listen. Let me tell you something. I done studied communicators. I just got done talking about what make good generals, from Hannibal to Alexander the Great to General Patton to Ulysses S. Grant. Like I didn't talk
all the way up to World War II.
Yeah, like I just, you know what I'm saying? I said, yo, listen, like these men, how do you go about motivating? It's just not the skill set that gets you done. Being a franchise quarterback, I told him, I said, there's a difference when you win wars. It's a difference between winning wars and governing. Because after you win the war, how do you implement
fix it?
How you fix your infrastructure? How do you incorporate the people that you've conquered into your society? How are you gonna move? Is the religion the same? What are we gonna do about this economy? What do you do to give the people something to concentrate on? So you gotta have the people skills in order to be a great leader, not just a great general. And the thing that Shedeur Sanders has is he comes off as a person that is very lighthearted, very unassuming, self-deprecating. Like you said, they gave his jersey number to somebody, and I don't even know who he is. But he said, oh, listen, they said, you know you could buy it back. He said, oh, man, I'm just a 5th round pick. I said, oh, that was cold. He just told me, I'm a 5th round pick, man. I ain't got the bag. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make that 12 great. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, excuse me. And so now he go to Tony. He said, come on, Tony. Come on, man. Let me talk to you, man. Come on. Why you be doing me like this? Well, you know, I was balling today. Come on, man. It's okay to like me. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, listen, get your grandchildren that 12 jersey. I know they want the 12. It's okay. I could get them. Listen, I signed it up for them. Everything.
Everything.
You know, Shedeur love the kids. Shedeur love the kids. And so Tony is like, because what that does, that disarms you. You see what I'm saying? It makes it more difficult because you have to start to see like, hold on. Yeah, why am I going so hard at this dude? Why? Like, I'm not getting paid no more extra money if he ball out or don't ball out. Actually, be truthful, he good for business. Yeah, Tony know his views is up. Mm-hmm. Everybody know the views is up. Hey,
everybody views up.
Everybody, it's a stimulus package. Respect that. The views is up. Even if you say his name, you put him in a thumbnail. People reluctantly coming around. I try to tell y'all, stop trying to talk about other stuff. Go ahead and get with it. He's starting to now come around like, yeah, why am I so resistant? Understand that. Y'all is mad for what an anonymous general manager or an anonymous scout said about this man in the interview process.
Ooh, I talked about that.
Y'all is really, that's really what this is about. And them folks don't want your team to be good. Them folks don't care nothing about you or your fan base. But you take their word for it and put the cape on?
When it's on tape. When it's on tape. When you spent all them resources. When you did all that you did to go get him, and you wasted your opportunity. You had an opportunity to have 2 of the best college players in the game, and you let them go.
I'm still hurt.
Why would you do such a thing? And the Giants was mad because he was asking them questions in the doggone meeting. It wasn't because he came in there with headphones on. You know he wasn't doing no FaceTime calls in no meeting. You know who his daddy is? You think man, come on. They got mad because he was asking them questions. Because he was saying, when I get here, this is what we got. What are we going to do to improve this? I've been getting sacked my whole college career. Are we going to invest in getting new linemen, getting better linemen, so I can continue my career healthy? He was asking them questions about their infrastructure. What are they going to do? And that ain't never happened with nobody.
That's the problem. There's a certain group of people that have this mentality, not just against him, but athletes. The certain thought process is stay in your place. Like, that's the backdrop. Like, there were people in the media that was comfortable with saying shut up and dribble. I told people, you might as well call me a racial slur if you say that to me. You might as well call me out my name, because you telling me that you think I'm gonna sit up here and dance and sing for you. The only thing you care about me as a person is me entertaining you. Like what I go through as a person, my family, my background, my life story, my culture, they don't mean nothing. You just shut up and dribble. You might as well call me
the N-word.
What other can you take from that? And people was comfortable with saying that on the regular until people say, hold on. No. I don't care nothing about your entertainment level. I don't care nothing about your personality either. I don't need to do nothing for you. But there's a thought process out here that players play, coaches coach, owners own, and you better be happy that you are here getting to get money that you or people like you aren't accustomed to. And shut up and play your role. Don't ask us what we're gonna do. We ask you what you do.
Exactly.
And it's like that. And so the problem is, it wasn't the fact that he was being disrespectful, that he was going around and he bombed the interview. When you go to an interview and I got to sit up here and tell you my whole life story, but when I ask you what is the base salary, you gonna say it's negotiable? Under no circumstances. How am I going? I got to sit up here and do for hours, talk to you. You done done my life history, trying to tell you, what did you do at your last job? Where did you go to school? And then I ask you a simple question like, what's the benefits package? And you get all mush mouth. I mean, it's negotiable. It's competitive with the market value. Man, please. Anytime they can't tell you what it is, I gotta go, because you think that's crazy. Now, guess when you outperform that contract, you think they're gonna give you what you're supposed to owe you? No, I'd rather go somewhere else.
Ain't no way they're gonna give you what they owe you. They don't never want to give you what you owe you, let alone what you're worth.
Oh, worth is the bad thing. Worth.
You better not say that word.
Worth. You're worth what I give you.
Well, y'all, I dropped a video on this, not knowing that I knew that cover was coming. Y'all, I'll go watch that video I dropped this morning. It speaks to exactly what they did, what they're trying to do, what they're trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid the shame and the media scrutiny that they're going to face. You're going to be on UCSS Monday. What you going to do with your boy Jay? Because you know he going to get this from Mary Kay.
Hey, listen.
It's coming.
Hey, I'm saying, listen, man. I told him on the post-game show. I said, under no circumstances are you going to tell me to temper what I'm going to say on here. I said, y'all crazy. Because guess what? Ain't nothing been tempered about the coverage of him. It wasn't tempered when the speeding tickets happened. It wasn't tempered when he was a 5th-round pick and people was prank calling him. It was not tempered when they said, oh, are you ashamed of your father? It wasn't tempered when they said, oh, it don't matter how much community service you do. None of that wasn't tempered. So now when you get the good news, the good testament, the good word, you see the facts, we're not going to play the game of diminishing. No. Now, you say whatever you want to say about what you thought. Obviously, you were wrong. It's okay to say you're wrong. It's okay. It's okay to say,
do that.
Why? I don't understand why.
Cleveland can't do it. That's why all of these lies are being printed now, because they just won't say that they was wrong when they drafted Dylan Gabriel. They don't want to say that Dylan Gabriel is not as good as Shedeur.
He's not.
This is the problem. This is the original mistake that they made. From the jump, they took Dylan Gabriel, and then they tried to cover him.
It's okay. Listen, that's the thing. This is the problem. So this is the problem. I've always posited it like this, and this is the best thing that ever happened. See, I'm a disruptor. They tell you when you come in the industry, you're not even supposed to talk about certain things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to y'all ain't invite me to nothing anyway. So who am I auditioning for? Like, it's just okay. I came in a different way. I'll leave a different way. So it's okay. My thing is y'all should have known that you can't cover people in sports. It don't work that way, man. Like it don't like it always happen like this. Like that's why the confusion level is like, come on, people that play, that know, that understand, you can't hide nobody. If you're gonna be great, if you're gonna be good, some people just got it, man. And I try to tell him, I said, look, man, when I saw him out there and he came in with the music, and I said, oh, it's a problem. He feeling good about it, what he doing. And the way he moves in the game is different. It's a level to, it's something to be said about somebody that look good in practice, but it's undeniable when you see somebody moving like that in the game. And everything you said, the game is so, like, you got to understand, do you know which is more difficult? Processing what's happening on a football field, whether it's a cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, manipulating the pocket and stepping up and seeing where you need to throw the ball in less than 3 seconds, or calling the play out of a huddle. By the way, let me just tell you, you know what's crazy? You do know the quarterbacks have microphones and headsets in their helmets. The coach calls the play. He then repeats it. He then has a second backup, which is the wristband that he's looking at. What do you mean? Like, he's not calling the play. The coach is calling the play.
Exactly.
He's just repeating it.
I keep trying to tell him.
What? That's why when I'm saying what you're saying is you're being exposed, because when you're saying that, that's not really how football works. The hard part is what happens when you snap the ball.
Oh, that's the part where you better be right. When you say hike, oh, that's what matters. Right?
Oh, it's real. Like, that part is that's why all the real ones is like, bro, you guys really trying to cover your bases, because everybody named mom knows. The part isn't what you do when they give you the play. The part that really means whether you good or not, or understand what you're doing, is when they snap that football and them dudes is trying to kill you on the other side of the line of scrimmage, that's faster than you, stronger than you, that is world-class athletes is coming to get you, and they disguising it. They showing you cover 2, but it's cover 3. Oh, you thought it was cover 3? Nope, it's a fire zone blitz. Oh, that defensive lineman, he was dropped. Oh, he dropped at the last second. That's where the genius takes place. Any quarterback can call it out of the huddle. What do he do in a snap?
What you do when that 368-pound lineman that run a 4.8 is coming, and he ain't playing, because when he gets you, he trying to put you out the game. He ain't coming to shake your hand
at all.
He ain't coming to lay you on the ground. He trying to grab you and throw you down. This is a violent game.
Hey, what you think about his athleticism? Remember they told us?
Oh, he ain't athletic. Hold on.
At all. He not. Listen. He can't. He is not athletic.
He ain't his father. He ain't got.
He's not his daddy. What you mean? I just saw him run for first. It seemed like they was having a little time getting him on the ground, was they not? They was chasing a lot.
Doing in college, there ain't nothing changed. They just didn't want the tape.
I said, bro, look, bro, like, it's fun, but we knew it was coming. This is why we educating y'all. This is why. So when it happened on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, y'all ain't even got a trip. Y'all gonna say, yeah, they told us. They did tell us that was coming. They told us it was coming, because it's tough when you see it like that. When you got Jamie Foxx. These is rich dudes. The baby is from Charlotte.
Took his Charlotte jersey off and put
his
the 12
mama was
on.
like, don't you do that. You messing the money up. You know, you now getting back in good graces.
He sure live. They just letting him back in the
They
stadium.
just letting the baby back in. He been rapping like the Readiness dude the last 2 years. He said, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Prime. Listen. They don't listen. Right now, in unison. See, they didn't understand it. And when I told them, they agreed, they see it now. Jason Lloyd, I give him credit. He said, listen, G, you was right. We ain't never seen nothing like this. Not no Manziel, not no Brady Quinn.
I saw that.
We
I
ain't
was
seen
like,
nothing.
really? And you had to school them. And I was like, okay, at least y'all getting some education.
I try to tell y'all, I said, because listen, I understood what it was. See, I know they don't be teaching
but what I want to understand from you, G, because how do they live in that bubble? How do they not know what Shedeur has as a fan base? Because when he was talking about Baker, he was like, yeah, they broadcast this stuff in Oklahoma. Bruh, this Shedeur. Everybody get to see this.
Because let me just tell you this. This is wild because here's how the bubble happens. So when you get to a certain level, right? And this isn't a knock against nobody. This is just the nature of what it is when you start doing the media thing. Before, you got a lot of time and energy to just be in the minutia. You be on Twitter a lot. You be in Facebook groups. You be watching every single game. You be watching D2 games, girls softball, women's bat. You be watching a bunch. You just be like, yo, I love this stuff. But after you start working and you be on the clock, you start to be like, well, dang, I got this dude. I got another podcast. And then you like, I got family stuff. Basically, your time gets diminished. So even when you are at the top, the guys that's writing columns every week or doing certain things, they're not watching every single game. They are watching again. You get one thing that you have to watch, which is the stuff that pays you. So you got to watch the Browns. You get another thing where, hey, maybe it's your alma mater, right? I watch them or whatever the case may be. And then you watch the Buckeyes. What's your local team? I'm going to watch the Buckeyes. If you watch the Browns on Sunday and the Buckeyes, and you still got to cover, you take a look and peek at the scores and highlights, and you got to watch the SEC game of the week to even be.
There is no way you could miss Colorado. It's not possible.
But for Black America, it was a cultural phenomenon. You got to think about it. I am from Ohio. You are in Texas. The collective identity of being tapped into the culture, just like Jamie Foxx, who was a celebrity in Hollywood, the Baby, who's a rapper, Michael Irvin. What happens is Gilly the Kid, Wallow. What happens is it don't matter where you from, the story's still the same. So when Colorado was playing, we all, wherever we was at, we was tapped in. And I didn't go to Colorado. I went to Ohio University, and Ohio State plays in my backyard. And I watched the Browns. But guess what? We was watching, we tapped in. Nervous as hell against TCU. Nervous. I'm like, man, boy.
They wonder why the ratings is up at 2:30 in the morning. Who up watching Colorado? Everybody.
And I'm in the
all of us.
And
we
watching
watching
East Coast. Like we like, hey, look, we watched them when they was winning. We watched them when they was getting beat. We watched him when he said, y'all better get y'all's money off now. But y'all better catch us while we young.
You better get me now. You better get me now.
So we saw that. So when we saw, and plus, we had already been watching the progression. We've watched him. We've seen him grow as a person. We've seen their family. We didn't watch the whole thing. So by the time they went from Jackson State to Colorado, and the team won one game, we had already know they had the targets on their back. Like we knew people was like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. We watched all of it. So when they got to here, a lot of them was confused. They said they thought it was a story about Prime, or they thought it was it just because it's Shedeur? I don't get it. They couldn't understand it because they hadn't watched the journey. They hadn't watched what it was. They didn't know. And furthermore, above everything, OG, he can just play.
Yes.
He's good.
Yes. Yes. He can ball.
You know, like in Malcolm X, when Malcolm Red was in there, right? And I think he was talking to Brother Bane. And Brother Bane gave him that he said, I'm gonna give you a little hit of this and a knockoff of the little that edge. And then the next time he came to him, Malcolm, he was like, hey, this ain't no thing. This ain't no jive. This ain't no hustle. This is real and legit. This is what we on. And it was like, okay, they saw him throw some touchdowns. They thinking it's a little hustle. Like, oh, look at, we like, no, he can play. They got real skills, bro. What do you mean? And so now when see, the problem is the messenger done told you that it conditioned you to think that this was a game or some sort and he couldn't play. And then when you got professional quarterbacks that's saying, man, that's some impressive footwork, ball placement impressive, understanding with the scheme, understanding the route combination, that's very impressive. When you get to that many quarterbacks that's saying that, it's hard to refute that. It's hard for you to come behind that and say, well, he didn't know what he was doing.
But what I don't understand is when you got a sense of a figure as big as Shedeur is coming in your neck of the woods, as a reporter, you got to do some type of research. You got to do something. But from what I've been watching since we've been here, nobody has done nothing. There is millions of hours worth of video from well off to reach the people, to the pregame network, to individual YouTubers on Shiloh, Shedeur, Dion, Colorado, Jackson State. All of that is there for your pleasure.
It's there.
And they keep trying to tell people that Shedeur can't play. And all of us watched him grow up on TV and watched him play through college. But you trying to tell us he don't know what he's doing? He can't read no defense?
He runs state championships in high school in Texas. What are you guys talking about?
He won two championships in the SWAC.
And then
almost won the Big 10, Big 12 last year.
You know what? I was arguing with somebody in the barbershop. Shout out to my man Jason. I was in the barbershop arguing with somebody. And it's like they're arguing based on what somebody is telling them. And I keep saying, and I always ask the question, did you watch him play? No.
Well, what's your argument?
Well, what are we talking about then? I can't. That's intellectually dishonest.
Yeah, why are we even talking?
If I'm telling you, if I say, hey, did you watch this movie? And you say, no, I didn't watch it, but it's terrible. I heard it was terrible. Well, bro, how do you know it's terrible if you haven't seen it for yourself? I always tell people, even if you're listening to me, don't listen to me 100% of the time.
Go check.
I need you to do your research. I need you to go look at it and come back and formulate your own opinion and say, well, G. Bush, this is what I think. I mean, this is why, X, Y, and Z. And you know what? I can respect that because I respect you as a person and a person that wants to have the information in front of them. Right. There's a reason why we do this. It's not just to be on TV or to write. We actually have to have some sort of substance behind why we want to do this. And what we want to do, don't we want to be the most informative and give you the most correct, accurate information? Right? Look, Dylan Gabriel, I'm like, if it was me, I'm like, yeah, Shedeur Sanders, I'll have him right back out there the next week. But there's a part of me that's like, okay, I know what you're going to say if they did that. So here's what we're going to do. Dylan, Kenny,
boot up.
Suit up, bro. Let's get it going. Let's see what you got. It's a competition, remember? But that's what I'm about. And I would respect people if they would just keep it a buck like that. All you have to do is say, listen, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot I heard about Shedeur. There were some things that I thought was going to limit him in the beginning when I saw him at training camp and mini camp. But I'm gonna give him credit. He's put himself in position. He's worked hard. He stayed before practice, after practice. He did an excellent job of moving in the pocket and doing some things. And I'm not gonna lie, he really impressed me. He played better than I could have imagined. I'm interested in seeing more from him and his progression. Now, if you just said that, you didn't put him in the Hall of Fame. You didn't say that you got to put the cape on for him. All you said was he played well. I'm looking forward to seeing if he can continue on this trajectory. And I could respect that because it's easy money.
Because that was respectable. You said I didn't understand it, but now I see it. And he's better. He wasn't what I expected, but now that I've seen it, I like it.
Now that I've seen it, I can see why people like him. Now that I've seen him talking to other people and seen him operate and seen him deal with teammates, I can see why people really root for him. Because
the man gifted all the second string receivers and most of the linemen DT96s, customized with Cleveland Browns. The same ones he wore in the game, the rest of them had them too. Because that's what you do for your teammate. That's what he did in Jackson. That's what he did in Colorado.
He was going to schools. People say you coming to Cleveland to he was going to schools in Jackson. He was going to schools in Colorado. He was going to see kids and visit kids and seeing disenfranchised people from the jump. He been doing that. The man was sending a truckload of pizzas. Even if he wasn't going to the school, he just pick a random school and send a bunch of pizzas to feed the whole school. Just everybody, teachers, students. Just because I ain't there or I can't get there, I'm gonna bless y'all today. This is where it is. Here you go. That's it.
But if the people in Cleveland took the time just to do a little research, it don't take a lot, because you don't have to go back to Jackson State to see what he's been doing, because he was doing the same thing in Colorado. What he's doing in Cleveland is nothing new. It's the same old thing. He's just expanded his program to Cleveland because this is his city now. This is where he's at, and he wants to be a part of it and not just live here.
People's coming around. I'm gonna tell you what. The beautiful part about it is, I see it in my chat. See, my chat is a representative of a whole lot of different eras. Some people have been in the chat since Deshaun Watson. Some people have been in my chat since Baker Mayfield. Some people have been in the chat since they was 1-31. Right? Some people have been there from day one. You know what I'm starting to see? I'm starting to see a lot of them old school dudes be like, you know what, G. Bush? I was skeptical, but this dude, he got something. I ain't seen that in a long time. I ain't seen that level of calm and poise. I'm telling you, I was skeptical. G. Bush, he's bringing a lot of people around. He's bringing a lot of people around because more than ever, when we say you got to have the skills, you got to have the people skills as well to be the total package. But the thing with a lot of Browns fans is they've been sold a lot of stories.
That's what we was talking about before y'all got here. They don't trust them. They've been hurt. They so used to losing. Like, how long has it been? I'm gonna ask you. You've been here. It's been a while since the Browns won a preseason game, right?
Man, they be going over for years.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. It's been 4 years since the Browns won the preseason. I know. My brother's a Cleveland Browns fan. I told you I've been suffering with y'all for years. And
I mean, how long it's been? It's 89. It's 89 since we won the division.
Right.
Team got taken away in 95. You go, you 1995. So, and think about it. Not only does your team get taken away, right? They go to Baltimore
Ravens and win a Super Bowl
in like a year. They win and have the greatest defense ever, right?
Win two Super Bowls.
Two Super Bowls, right? And the Browns can't draft nobody, but the Ravens, they take your Hall of Famer, or one of the one of the very few that you ever had in Ozzie Newsome.
That's why they like Joe Flacco so much, because he was one of them Super Bowl quarterbacks.
Ozzie Newsome becomes the general manager.
Greatest thing they ever did.
And then he goes out and just drafts Jonathan Ogden, Hall of Famer. Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer. Ed Reed, Hall of Famer. Polo Donata, gonna be a Hall of Famer. Shannon Sharp brought him in. Shannon Sharp,
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Famer. Let's keep it. Sackmaster Terrell Suggs, Hall of Famer. With T Sizzle, listen, they was going around.
Ozzie Newsome been cooking since he been in the building, dog.
He drafted Joe Flacco. He won a Super Bowl. Then his last parting gift was all of y'all that thought that this kid was gonna play receiver. We're gonna draft this kid, Lamar Jackson. We're gonna draft him and let him come over here and terrorize us for another 15 to 20 years. Listen, that's insult to injury. And now they put the Baltimore Ravens in your division. We couldn't beat the Steelers. They said, oh, well, let's go ahead and put the Baltimore Ravens in there. And then let's go ahead and let the Cincinnati Bengals get Burrow. Think about that.
That's what we call what the Republicans trying to do in my state right now. We call that redistricting.
Hey, listen, we call it. You could call it redlining. You could call it redistricting, right? And we could call it gerrymandering. And hey, they still finding them people. They still, is the governor trying to come out and find them boys that put the FBI after them? Y'all it's wild down there. Y'all wild down there, man. Everything is bigger than Texas. Y'all even do big. Y'all even do big storylines like that. But look, man, we was hurt. Deshaun Watson. We were sold that he was going, and then Baker. We drafted Baker. They said, "Oh, Baker ain't no good." Now he's just throwing for 4,000 yards in Tampa Bay every year. Look, we hurt. We got people in here that ain't never seen a good quarterback. Right. We got people that ain't never seen a quarterback that been good. So my thing is, don't be alarmed when they don't see it in front of them right now. Sometimes people be in the dark. When you're in the dark for so long, the light look different. You actually scared of the light. You can't even see. You like the light is too bright. It's right in front of you. Just take a look at it.
But see, what's really pushing this and beating Kevin Stefanski up because you ran Baker out, right? Now Baker in Tampa Bay cooking. And now they asking the question, well, why y'all run Baker out? Now Shedeur is in town. And they just seen him cook. When you was telling your fan base he wasn't worth it.
Experimental. Fifth round pick. Nobody want him.
Now we don't believe nothing you say.
Now, but you know what? It's gonna be I'm very interested, OG. What is the word gonna be this week? What is the word from the coaching staff gonna be this week? Because
Mary Kay put it out already.
There are gonna be people that is like, what you mean Shedeur ain't playing this week?
No, he's gonna play. Kevin Stefanski already he beat you to the on the night of after the game on the press conference. He said Shedeur will get significant amount of playing time next week. He already squashed that. He didn't want to have that fight. He knew it was coming. So he's hard now.
So whose minutes? So I'm looking at him. Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett. One of y'all, that means one of y'all not going to play like that. Which one is it?
See, they trying to make that shift to Shedeur, but they got to do it limitedly. That's why this article dropped. They want to beat the rush on people beating them up, right? They want to kill that. Now they want to try to look like we behind Shedeur. We got his back. It was us.
We was just moving him along slowly.
Yeah, we
acclimating to we. You know what I'm saying? We always knew.
That's next. That's
we next. Always knew.
That's game 3 of the preseason. That's when they get ready to tell Joe Flacco. You know what? That's for when they get ready to tell Flacco.
You about to lose your job.
You know what I'm saying? When they tell Flacco, look, man, you doing all right, But we gonna go with the young fella.
Listen, if you Joe Flacco, do you go in and be like, oh no, listen, I need some reps? Like, do you say all that keeping me healthy? Nah, dog.
No, because Joe Flacco was like, that's my rookie. See, that's why he was on the sideline smiling Friday night. And when Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel and Deshaun Watson looking stupid, Joe Flacco was cheesing hard.
Yeah, he was pumped. He was comfortable.
Yeah, he comfortable because he know he's secure. Out of everybody there, he is the most secure.
And you know what? Yeah, that contingency on the bench and them street clothes, they was looking shook. They like,
why y'all do this to me? Deshaun just watching his job go down the street because he already know he was bad off anyway. You know,
that boy. Listen, I was looking. If you looking at it, if you taking a look at it,
the richest man in the stadium.
Yeah, he got more money than everybody. Money don't buy you everything, right? Money
buy
can
your
buy
job.
opportunity. It won't buy you opportunity, man. But you know, it's crazy because I'm now looking at it from a perspective of instead of the second game being more quiet, it's more noise around it.
Mm-hmm.
It's even bigger.
But I've been telling, if y'all just listen to me, I've been telling y'all that little chant for Shedeur right now, y'all they not used to him. They haven't seen his personality. They hadn't heard him talk, and y'all haven't seen him play. And once you see him play, that little chant, they're gonna amplify it by 50 million, and it's gonna be real loud.
It's loud right now.
And ain't nothing they're gonna be able to do.
It's so loud. After Friday, I said, listen, it's time. Hey, listen, it's a good opportunity for you to take the family, get out of town. It's a late vacation, you know, get the kids out. It's been right before they go back to school. It's time, just disconnect, get off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Family time, just really getting back, locking in with the family. Leave your cell phones at home. It's a good weekend for that because I'm gonna tell you what. Wait till Monday. You need to figure this out because this was not supposed to go down like that.
We tried to tell them. They didn't want to listen. Tried to tell y'all, hey, that boy can play. He a bad man.
Other than, I mean, y'all talk about all the other stuff. Like, that's the least of your worries. The big problem was, I was like, oh, no. You guys think that this is going to turn out well. No, you don't want him to play. What? No, keep him at fourth string. You were doing a great job of keeping him buried on the depth chart.
No,
because when he plays, you're gonna have to deal with. Dang, he actually is different. He actually can play.
Tell your fan club like I've been telling mine. Favor ain't fair, and I keep telling y'all this. My grandma used to tell me, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Yeah,
and
that's funny.
Cleveland had their plans written in stone like they was the 10 Commandments. And God said, this is mine. He got favor. And all of a sudden, Kenny Pickett come up lame. 3 days later, then Gabriel come up lame. They wasn't practicing when it happened. Kenny Pickett got hurt walking out of practice. Dylan Gabriel was just a mystery. One day, the next, they just came in and say Dylan Gabriel got a hamstring injury.
I was like, man, and then it was funny. I was like, bro, that's how life works. That's how quick it come at you. He was thrown to them trash cans. But we always say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to do what?
Get ready. And God said, if there is a way, I will make it. You ain't got to worry about it. Just stay strong in your faith, and I got you.
And and you put the work in, keep working. When you get your chance, you show him, and he got his chance. And he
See, but that's
and
all
think
he
about
ever asked for was an opportunity.
the change, and that's been the whole thing. This is the big thing that everybody got misconstrued. And I told them, the people that support Shedeur have not been asking y'all to give them anything. They have not been asked to give anything. They're not trying to sit up here and say he should be given nothing. They want him to have an opportunity that the Cleveland Browns said he would have. Nobody told Kevin Stefanski or Andrew Barrett, Jimmy Haslam to say that this was a 4-quarterback competition. They could have just gave you the sad old same line and we could have kept it moving. But you said it. So when you said it, that means you had to stand on it. So all people was asking for is what you told them you was going to give. That's it. And now he got the opportunity and he showed. So it wasn't about
that. They didn't want
it. You'd have slipped up. You'd have slipped up and let it. Wow.
Y'all let the horse out the gate, man, and he ain't going back in. The people, I've been making videos and I've been telling them in almost every video, once the people say it, it's OV. There's nothing you can do because we already know that Dylan Gabriel is not an NFL quarterback. Analysts has said Dylan Gabriel is not an NFL quarterback. Quarterbacks have said that Dylan Gabriel is not an NFL quarterback. But you trying to make us think that Dylan Gabriel is better than Shedeur. You are trying to give Dylan Gabriel every chance, every opportunity to keep this job before you have to turn it over because now, know it's coming.
Look, it's the most excited I ever wanted to see Dylan Gabriel. I'm excited.
Not. That's what I said. Next week, I need to see Dylan Gabriel.
I'm excited to see Dylan Gabriel. I want to see. I need to listen. Matter of fact, I want to see him and Pickett. I want to see y'all. I want to see y'all have listen. Whatever intro music they want, bring them into their intro music. Whatever they want to eat at team meal, have at it. We eat whatever they want to eat this week. I'm trying to see it.
Give them their last meal.
Whatever it may be, I'm equal opportunity. I want you to be completely comfortable in there.
Oh my!
I want you. Yeah, I want Stefanski to ask him what the first 5 plays you want. I want it. Because I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear no more nothing. I want to see it. Man, I want to see it. Hey, Shedeur making a bunch of people see it. Tyler Shook, I'm trying to see
ain't
it.
No more excuses. He played today.
I want to see it.
And he got to show out.
He
got to show out.
Old boy in New York look like he want to play. What's his name? He actually threw a nice little pass the other day. What's his name?
He played good. He played good yesterday.
Hey, he had to show up. The bar was set. Cam Ward said, "Oh no! You're not about to catch me out here slipping."
Cam went 5 for 8 yesterday. He showed up.
He said, "Listen, that bar is raised around the league." He said, "I heard about him and his jersey sale. I'm the number 1 pick. I better come out here and do something."
They ain't have him in that long though.
They said, Travis, you gonna play both ways. Travis, you gonna get some both ways. First preseason game, we need you. We need to display. We need to put our guy out. I like it. I like the energy because now in the streets, you gotta show and prove.
Tyler Shook got to show up today though.
Tyler, come
on,
bro.
The Saints fans was already ready to ride.
Already
Friday, they was ready to burn the building down. Y'all got that, but we could have had this. But I told you they drafting Garrett Nussmeier next year, so it don't even matter.
Yeah,
that's why they got Tyler.
Yeah, listen. Hey, they didn't already start talking about next year too. By the way, the Saints got a better chance of getting Archman than they do.
Yeah.
Saints, listen, your granddaddy done played there.
They hold crown in New Orleans. The man is running that city.
Listen, he got a great opportunity. If the Saints get the number 1 pick, he might miraculously come out.
No, he ain't come out.
But I don't.
His granddaddy already
said like,
he
man,
I'm
not
coming out.
And bro, he already got the super bag anyway.
Yeah, they rich already.
Like he got the super bag anyway. Like just like Shedeur. Yeah, I'm going back. I'm gonna get some of the money, more of this NIL money.
Yeah, he getting that NIL paper because he all over Texas. I mean, right here in Austin. He all over here, everywhere.
Listen,
so,
you know what? Listen, you know, be crazy. When people go crazy, I'm gonna ask you this Cowboys question.
Oh, God.
If the Cowboys was terrible and they slipped up and got the first pick, would they draft him?
Hell yeah, they'll draft him. Off the top.
That'd be
a Manning with a star on their head.
That'd be crazy.
Oh my! And played at UT.
Oh yeah. They listen.
Jerry
They print
Jones,
money.
Jerry Jones just print some money.
They print money.
He already printing money. It'll just be stupid at
Are
that
you
point.
serious?
New Orleans ain't but 5-6 hours from Dallas. Everybody ride up.
Man,
you know,
that's tough.
It ain't hard. And they flying private anyway.
Yeah, they pulling up. Can you imagine that? Yeah,
that would be sick. Ridiculous.
I think look, where Dak at? Dak, hey man, you better have a bounce back.
No, Dak just signed a new contract. He don't need no bounce back. Dak getting paid $60 million a year. You ain't getting sending Dak like Tony Romo. Dak gonna have to be unable to perform. I mean, stand up, walk, or throw the ball for him to get fired. Because that's the only reason Tony Romo lost his job. If Tony hadn't hurt his back, Jerry wouldn't have never let Tony Romo go. And he still was on staff for 5 years after the end. So
that's crazy.
People been clamoring for Dak to be gone for what, 6 years now? And he's just signed him for $60 million per.
Hey, is y'all gonna say y'all gonna give Micah? Yeah, y'all gonna give him his money?
He'll finally sign him. Jerry ain't stupid. Jerry just want the headlines. Even though Dallas gonna be the most talked about team in the NFL, but see, Jerry drives the price up. He let everybody else get signed.
Yep.
And he set the market for the next season.
Yep. It's wild because I told somebody, we was talking about it on UCSS. I said, listen, hey, it's the same way. Myles Garrett, I want to trade. Like, come on, Myles, you know good and well if we trade you, we ain't even got the cap space to even trade you like that, bro. That's a cap hit of like 10 million. I mean, come on, bro. We already taken the L with the Deshaun Watson thing, so you can't even really act like that. Jerry Jones, come on, man. You know good and well. Michael Park, and he do this every week. He do it every year.
He did it with CD. He did it with Dak.
Dez Bryant.
He did it with what running back?
Zeke.
He do it. That's all he do. But
he did it with DeMarco Murray.
Yeah. He do it with everybody.
I think he the white boys.
He don't do the white boys like that. Tony Romo ain't never had a fight with Jerry about no money.
I think Jason Witten got a lifetime deal.
He do. He still work there. He ain't gonna never be fired. He ain't gonna never leave the building. What? He still works there. Jason Witten been on 3 different staffs.
Bro, Jason Witten. And they let him just come back and play too. They be like, yeah, I'm gonna run that skinny. Yeah, let me get.
I need that skinny post in my life.
I need that skinny post right back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Throw it to me.
It's certain Cowboys that can do what they want to do. Michael Irvin do what he want to do. Deion,
whatever. Yep.
Troy.
Yeah. Moose.
Romo. Moose. Yeah. Bill Bates. I saw Bill Bates 2 weeks ago.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
And y'all don't know nothing about Bill Bates. Y'all don't know nothing about no Cowboys. Bill Bates was the toughest Cowboy I ever seen.
Man, these dudes had even the Cowboys second tier guys be crazy. Like they don't even be talking about. People think that. Watch this. People know Leon Lett because of the Super Bowl, the fumble.
Yeah.
Leon Lett was a monster. Y'all trying to act like that's a meme. Leon Lett was a dog. Like, don't get it twisted.
big old boy.
Don't get it twisted. Like you try to, like, come on, bro. Larry Allen was ridiculous. Watch Larry Allen run that down that man, a linebacker.
Linebacker.
Watch him.
That man bad. You ever seen a lineman just run a running back down like, come here, boy, where you going?
He had the angle on him. He said, listen, Deerdorf. Like, oh my gosh, Leon Lett. Did you see that? Now, this linebacker caught it and was gone. This was a pick six.
No,
this man had the angle on him.
They ain't see Big Leah.
And got him up out of here.
They see the big fella coming like a choo-choo train. He coming. Coming. Dallas had some of the best linemen and linebackers in the game.
Man, come on. Ken Norton. They had Charles Haley. They had Nate Newton, and we just know him from his drug bust, but Nate Newton was a dog. Listen.
Still a dog. He still go to Colorado and hang out with Dion.
Yep, still be up there. Jay Novacek, like, come on, man. They was doing it. Hey, listen, a guy that'll never get the correct. He don't never get no love. Alvin Harper don't get a lot of love, but Alvin Harper was nice.
Yeah,
he was
nice.
He was nice.
He was nice.
What's in that safety? Prime. They be
Cowboys were stacked in the 90s, dog. The Cowboys were stacked in the 90s.
They had all pros at every position.
Those teams was unfair.
Them back in the day, it was just like this. You knew two teams was playing. Cowboys 49ers.
Cowboys 49ers.
That's it.
Then, hold on. You can't disrespect Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills. Even though they went to 4 Super Bowls straight and lost, you can't disrespect him and Thurman Thomas them like that, dog.
Come on, man. Listen.
But that's a feat nobody has ever accomplished though since.
Man.
That's just like LeBron going to 10 championships and didn't win them all.
That's crazy. Like, well, you gotta think about it. You know, Cornelius Bennett. Straight
out the brickyard in Birmingham, Alabama.
Man, they had Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed.
That team was nasty.
Jim Kelly. They had, and then they was running the K gun.
They had players.
They was running. Listen, going to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Nobody never do it again. I don't think nobody ever do that again.
That's wild. And there was some teams in the AFC. It wasn't like there wasn't no Broncos with Elway, Warren Moon with the Oilers. It wasn't like the Browns was. I mean, this during the mid '90s, late '80s. The Browns was pretty good. It was team Dan Marino was moving around over there. Look at the quarterbacks that was out there in the AFC.
They was not. They was not. They were 9-4 in a row.
That first joint, I still don't understand how the what's the name did them. The Giants, they had Jeff Hostetler, Otis Anderson, Dave Meggett. I said, how is they? Mark Bavaro.
Lil Meggett was a runner though, boy.
Yeah, he was. Hey, listen,
Meggett was a runner. Before Darius Sproles, that was Dave Meggett. I'm telling y'all.
The Giants came in there and punched them in them. It was physical. They got physical on them like that, man.
That man missed that field goal. I don't know how he made it back to Buffalo.
Man.
He missed it again.
Hurt his heart. Hurt his soul.
He did it again the next year.
Bro, we gotta figure something out. If I'm missing something, we gotta figure something out, my dog. Then think about it. They lost to the Washington Redskins, and the Redskins, I'm like, the Redskins ain't even.
They wasn't even for real like that. Mark Brunell?
They like Mark Rippon. Do you like that? Mark Rippon and they had was Lofton still playing?
Lofton was still playing. John Riggins was still playing.
Sanders at receiver.
They was nasty. They was kind of nasty though.
They had
that secondary was nasty.
they kind of Darryl Green. They had some cats.
Yeah,
They had a few cats.
people.
Mark Rippon, but you can't let, because here's the thing. Rippon and Hostetler was not household names.
That was after Theismann, right?
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
that was after what's the name? Because you know what from Grambling, Doug Smith.
No, Green won that. That was a Grambling. That's the first black man to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then Mark Rippon came. I think they didn't play him in 92 or 91.
92. My daughter was born that year. 92. Yeah.
But by the time the Cowboys got to him, it was
too late.
It was too. It was closer than first couple. That last one. It wasn't even close like that, bro. Like
there wasn't no competition. I think everybody was just defeated at that time because it was the same team. Everybody was just defeated that time. They was tired of being there, going through the same. You had just lost 3 in a row, dog. One you had already lost to the Cowboys. Then you turn around and lose another one. Come on, dog.
And then the next one was kind of like it was a foregone conclusion, like because at that point it was like
one was San Francisco.
I thought they played the Giants during Desert Storm. Then they played the Washington Redskins. And then they played the Cowboys. Then they played the Cowboys twice.
Yeah, they played the Cowboys twice.
And the Cowboys twice. But the last one they played was in Pasadena in the Rose Bowl. That's when they got the smoke was. They got smoked tough.
That was a sunny, beautiful day, and they got.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And then the next year y'all played the Steelers, right?
That was Whitney Houston.
Was it Whitney Houston?
That was Whitney Houston national anthem.
No. Whitney Houston national anthem was against the Bills because it was all red, white, and blue. And it was in Desert Storm. That was in, I know it is. I got to remember it. Let me see. I got to Google it. I got to make sure.
Was Whitney Houston the Bills? Because I know she had on a tracksuit. She didn't even wear no dress or nothing.
This was, what year was this? 1991. Famous rendition of Star Spangled Banners at Super Bowl, I don't even know, I think it's 25. In 1991, she sang the national anthem. She had sung it before 1988. Yeah, it's 1991. So that one was the against the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Them teams was brutal. The 90s was football heaven. Man, late 80s, early 90s, that was football glory, right?
I mean, because you think about the teams that showed up like in the 80s, like it was different teams. Like there's a team, the New England Patriots randomly went to a Super Bowl, right? Yeah. Random. You had teams like the LA Rams that was randomly good. They had Eric Dickerson,
Marshall Falk.
Randomly, like, you know what I'm saying? Then you had the random, like 85 Bears, greatest defense, right? Ooh. But then you had Dan Marino breaking all the rookie records for the Dolphins, right? You had, and at that time period, you had the 49ers get two Hall of Fame quarterbacks back to back.
Steve Young.
You got Montana and Young
back to back.
And Jerry Rice was dope during the whole time. Jerry Rice just got every record.
Unstoppable. Just one good quarterback to another. Right hand and left hand.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like it was crazy. Then you had Prime. Prime goes from now he goes from the 49ers to the Cowboys.
He goes from Atlanta. Atlanta didn't want to re-sign him. They let him go because they couldn't win. They let him go to the 49ers. The 49ers win the Super Bowl. They didn't want to give Prime no more money. So Prime went to Dallas. Jerry said, I got you. Prime signed the biggest contract that a defensive back had ever signed, plus $12 million guaranteed. and beat his team that won the Super Bowl the next year. You tell me that man don't change football team.
They be letting him, they didn't let him play offense.
Yeah,
and then was still letting him play. There's like, oh, and by the way, the Reds is gonna sign him to play baseball too. We gonna get that off too.
Yeah, we don't care what you do. Just make sure you show up on Sunday, Prime.
Come on, man. That's wild. That's wild, man.
No, you gotta be good to do that.
You gotta be super good. You gotta be over top good. You gotta be generational.
Prime and Bo.
You can't, bro. You know how hard it is. I played baseball in high school. You know how hard it is to just wake up. You know how hard it is to wake up and just come. I'm gonna hit major league pitching. Why
you think people go in the Hall of Fame for hitting 300?
Man, now the way people hitting now, if you bat 250, 250 is the new 300. These dudes, bro, 300.
Yeah, they spitting out 104 onto the mound now.
Oh man, listen, them dudes is listen now. The velocity, these guys is ridiculous, man. Now it's about, hey, you strike out 30 times and hit some home runs, man. That's it. Give me some long home runs.
They had got to the point where they were trying to make steroids legal again.
Well,
they already created a whole league for it, but they were trying to make it legal in the MLB. I'm like, what y'all doing? And if y'all make steroids legal, y'all, the first person in the Hall of Fame is Barry Bonds right now. Now.
I got Barry Bonds in there. I don't care what he did. I don't care if he took penicillin.
Because even before the accusations, he was already there.
He was already Gold Gloves. He was already won 4 MVPs prior to that. And Pittsburgh, he was nice.
And Mark McGwire, y'all can fight over it. But Barry Bonds, no.
Barry Bonds was stealing bases when he was young. Barry Bonds had been Barry Bonds is the greatest baseball player I've ever seen. Ask Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones will tell you. Chipper said, listen, we walked Barry Bonds 3-4 times in a row. And the one time we threw to him, one pitch, he hit it in the ocean.
Out the park.
That was intentionally. And this dude, how many did he have? 80? He almost had 80 something. Did he hit 80?
Almost.
That's crazy. Are you crazy, man? We trying to get people for the Cleveland Guardians to give us 15 home runs. Man,
Buzz was different, dog. He
super
was
different.
So different. And it wasn't just his hitting power. He Gold Gloves. The man played baseball.
Man, he was nice.
Savant. He was Hank Aaron Jr.
Listen, what you mean? Hank Aaron did it over longevity. He's Barry Bonds better than Hank Aaron to me.
Yeah, well, Hank got the numbers.
He got the numbers. I like him. Now Willie Mays is a different one. Now I think Willie Mays, but
that 715 gonna stand, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's bananas. But you no matter what they say about Barry Bonds or Deion Sanders or Bo Jackson, Bo was banana. If Bo would have just played baseball, dog.
Bo, I think could have made the Hall of Fame in both.
In both, if he wouldn't have hurt them hips.
Yeah, people. I was watching a documentary about him on his hip.
People don't know how good he was.
Bo Jackson, the Japanese people knew how good Bo Jackson was. He was just faster than everybody in Tecmo Bowl. Bo was just faster than everybody. It wasn't even no speed.
On the Raiders.
On the Raiders, he was, bro, it was different. Bo Jackson, he had one play. Marcus Allen had the other play. It was 4 possible plays. Bo Jackson would break a tackle. He was faster than everybody.
You just take him diagonally up, bring him diagonally down.
Man, that man, boy, I seen him climb that wall like a billy goat for the Kansas City Royals. And man, come on, man, you leaning sideways on the warning track, my guy.
That was different. You seen him throw from center field to home plate and put that man out. That man was different, dog.
Cannon.
That man was different.
Cannon, different. Bo was different, man. He was super different.
That man was different. Kenny Lofton.
Yeah, man, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Ricky Henderson.
Them, you telling me them is all the dudes? Them is all the dudes that brought the athleticism. The first
Chipper.
and third guys. They hit a ball in the gap, you in trouble.
The 90s, the whole 90s Atlanta Braves team should be in the Hall of Fame.
Man, they had see, this is it's messed up. This is how much you back then, people was watching sports. So I could pretty much tell you, they had Andrew Jones, they had Chipper Jones, they had Gary Sheffield, Prime Dog.
That bullpen by itself,
they had
was unmatched.
Glavin, Maddox, Smoltz, Avery. They had John Rocker coming out of the pen too.
Yes, unmatched.
I mean, they was doing it. They had a lot of cats, man. Like the Braves had it on lock when it came to the pitching. We played them in '95. Now they gave them every corner possible. I'm like, man, these dudes, this pitching staff and rotation just don't quit, bro.
It's different, dog. That
don't
pitching
quit,
staff
man.
was serious. They was slow hitting, but they was in the doggone win the pennant every damn year.
I mean, I was like, man, and we had to watch it. TBS was worldwide. You just like, dang, the Braves is on again.
Turner Broadcasting was the biggest free thing you could get without cable.
that and WGN. I watched all the Cubs games, all the Bulls.
Yes, sir.
All of the Atlanta Hawks and the Atlanta Braves. I'm like, dang, bro, I was confused. I'm like, is they that good? Like, they're on everywhere. Like, they just came on for free. And it was weird because they was playing at 7:05.
Yeah.
Everything was fives.
05s.
05. I'm like, dang.
35, 05, 35. Yeah, everything was fives.
Everything's five, man. They was ahead of their game. See, that's why to this day, they built a national contingency.
Yeah,
everybody, they put it on TV everywhere. They just knew what it was.
Turner in WGN was different. But you never missed a Michael Jordan game, I tell you that.
Oh my gosh. And I was a Cavs fan.
They would just never missed a Bulls. WGN was the place.
Boy, I'm like, how many ways can we get beat? I just gotta keep watching this.
Yeah.
Keep watching us get touched like this, man. It's crazy.
Couldn't do nothing with Mike. But no, listen, man. I need you, before we get in trouble, I need you to go over this bottom thing. You didn't do that because we didn't get to the crux of the situation, because the top of the message is clear. The last stanza of the message tells it all. Now, you're going to get heated when you read this, but handle your business.
So we got to the first three parts of it, and then we get to the fact that Shedeur had to catch up on terminology. Calling complex plays and other pre-snap procedures is not an indictment on his football acumen, which is extremely high. You had to put that in there. He was like, I'm not about to get killed on this one. I'm gonna put that in there. It's just that he hadn't done it at the extent that Dylan Gabriel had during his 6 years of college football. While Sanders had 6 offensive coordinators, the scheme, terminology, and concept weren't necessarily overhauled by all of them. So here's the thing.
I'm gonna just let you kill it.
Let me just give you this. When you talk about this, and I'm gonna leave y'all on this. Always remember this. Any system, any level of terminology in football is down to basic thing. So right now, there's only a certain amount of routes you can run.
Ain't but 9 of them.
One of them is named the 9 route. Right? You know what I'm saying?
At the top of the tree.
Right, like it is so you got slants, you got a sluggo, you can run a China route. These are combinations. You can run a dig, you can run a bang 8, you can run a skinny post, you can run a corner route. You can run a post corner. You can run a drag. You can run a speed out. You can run a stick. I'm a lineman. I'm not a quarterback, but there's only a certain amount of routes. So when you get in a huddle or you're trying to talk about the terminology, there's not anything made up. There are no new routes under the sun. It's just about what you call them. When you've been calling a huddle, this thing about commanding the huddle is wild to me. Like, what do you think is happening in that 3 to 5 seconds? Some people lose huddle. Some people do a scram huddle. When you're in 2 minutes, you don't huddle at all. That is a catchphrase, commanding the huddle. No, you know what commanding the huddle is? I need you to get on the line of scrimmage and snap this football. We got 36 seconds before No, it don't work that way. Always remember this. There are no new plays. It's just what you guys are going to call them. Also, we've already talked about this a little bit. Calling complex plays and other pre-snap procedures. Pre-snap procedures, there's only 4 of them. Is it a motion involved? Yes or no? No motion? Okay, well, all we got to do is worry about the, protection scheme, right? Sometimes the offensive line, the center is calling out the protection for the offensive line. Now it's a blitz. Identifying the Mike linebacker, right? And then identifying if a blitz is coming. The only other thing you got to do after that is what? Snap the ball.
Hike.
There's 4 things. They're not that complex. All right, so let's one by one go by it. Other pre-snap procedures, we just talked about it. Most of what you're doing is trying to identify the line of scrimmage, what the defense is. Once you identify who the linebacker is, and once you identify what they're doing pre-snap, your film study tells you, all right, well, what are their tendencies? Do they like to come out and cover 3 on second or third down, or second and short, what they're going to run? Most of the stuff is based on your film work. The pre-snap stuff is important, but we talked about it. Most often, the coach is going to tell you off a play sheet what the call is.
Right in your eardrum.
In your helmet. You mimic it, and then you have a wristband that tells you, if they come out in this, we're going to check to this. If not, sometimes the most dynamic you'll get is, hey, we're going to give you 2 plays in the huddle. If they come out in this look, we'll can the 1 play and go to the second one. That's high school. That's high school.
Yeah.
I played high school in 1998, 97, 99, 2000. We were coming out in 2 plays. Then we were sliding the protection. Center was calling out. We was doing that then. He's done that at a high level with an offensive coordinator that played for 2. There's nothing under the sun that he don't know. When the problem that I have is you don't have to make it up. If you want to say Kevin Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns want Shedeur Sanders to earn it, they want him to prove it. They want to see what he can do under fire. And right now, they're giving other reps to other people, right? He'll get an opportunity to play in the game when he's ready and to show what he can do. You don't have to make somebody else be less deficient to figure out why he ain't getting first team reps. All you got to do is say, well, Dylan Gabriel got picked ahead of him. They're going to give him every opportunity as a 3rd round pick over a 5th round pick to get the opportunities. But you don't have to make it where it's a deficiency in the way he can call a huddle or plays or concepts or any of that. Matter of fact, it's not up to us to even decide that. You can just simply say it's the coach's decision. We'll see how it plays out. I don't have to give the coach any runway for the coach. I don't have to. I don't have to make it be like Shedeur, he's just not as crisp or bright or understand. No, because then when you do that, you force people to say, well, who told you that? Did the coach say it? Did Tommy Rees say it? Did the general manager say it? if Kevin Stefanski didn't say it, I'm not putting my name attached to it because I say, can I put this? Can I go? I'm not a journalist. I don't do journalism 101. I just give you my thought process and opinion. But like I do, I said, okay, I think this is what was happening with Shedeur Sanders, and I think this is what he can do. That don't mean that I'm going to say, well, Dylan Gabriel don't got to play. Nah, Dylan Gabriel, give him a shot to see what he can do. It's easy. It ain't that difficult. I think sometimes we just get caught up in over trying to figure something out when it don't need to be figured. It ain't nothing to figure.
Yeah, but they stated this like this is fact. I got this from in-house.
Bro, I need somebody to stand on that thing. It's the same way we got it. We got the facts from in-house from the New York Giants and why he slipped to a 5th round. Like I need somebody to stand on it. Like if you gonna sit here and say that he's not playing because he was behind in terminology, that's like, so put it to you like this. That's like I do media. And somebody come out and say, the reason we didn't offer Garrett Bush no free, we didn't offer Garrett Bush an opportunity to do a full-time show somewhere is because he was slow to catch on the way radio works. He was slow to catch on how things really work in the industry with the formatting and some of the stuff. And he kind of had a problem with his delivery was a little bit, we tried to work with him on it, but it really wasn't translating to what our audience is. You can't say that because now I'm going to say, who told you that? Who told you? Who said that? If you're going to say something as strong as that, you could have said, listen, we feel Garrett Bush is a very talented host. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work out. It didn't work out where, you know, we wish Garrett the best and we really think he's really talented and he's going to fall in a nice place. And he's a guy that's going to keep working at it. And I believe he's going to, you know, come out on top wherever he's at. Then you ain't got a problem with that because now you ain't say nothing like I just had a problem understanding how to talk on the radio. No, you know, because when you say that, it puts people in a situation to say, who told you that? Because they got to explain it. And what really makes it hard to explain is, by the way, if you don't know terminology, complex plays, pre-snap procedures, it's impossible for you to learn that in 2 weeks.
It's impossible for you to play football if you don't know how to do that.
If you can't do that, there's no way you could play as a professional quarterback in the league. You can't do it. Like, I'm sorry. And if they could work with you with the plays and stand behind them, and the coach is not standing behind him, telling him the plays in his ear, like that's not it. That's not it. Like that was not happening. It's not happening.
That's not how that works.
It's not how it works, man. I'm sorry. And look, it's no knock against nobody, but I'm not gonna co-sign something when I know it don't work that way. It just don't.
They trying to make she writing it like they raised him. Like they just told him, we just brought him up to speed on when he got here. He knew none of this. He was so far behind. We had to put him in the classroom by himself. We had to teach him, give him a coloring book, some crayons, say, here you go, Shedeur. This is how you do this. Make sure you color within your lines. Don't mess this coloring book up. Or you can't play with the other kids.
You can't marginalize. You can't marginalize, you know, and diminish, you know, people's work. The work is the work. It's on film. It does. Don't do that. Just keep it a buck. Just say, look, man, he played very well. It's okay. It don't cost you nothing. I didn't know that Uncle Sam was gonna come tax you an extra 35% on your income if you say that he played good.
They can't do it.
It's okay.
They can't do it, Bush, because then they look stupid, and we don't want to look stupid. We got Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round. We told our boss man, this is our quarterback. Shedeur is not better than him. We told the world that.
However, this is the problem. You make yourself look worse when you don't give yourself grace to accept new information. Why would I be as dumb if you tell me it looks bright outside? You know them days when it'd be bright and it'd be like the fall. It looked like the sun is bright. It looked like the sun feel good. You go outside, but it'd be brisk.
Oh, a little bit chilly.
It'd be a little chilly. Now, you know you got to be outside the whole day. The weather gave you new information. The new information was, boy, go back in the house and put you some sleeves on.
We ain't putting no hoodie on, no jacket on, no nothing. We gonna rock just like this.
I got the information, but you know what? I'm going on what I originally thought because my pride got me. I'm straight, and then you be the dude outside. You like, dog, I wish I had a blanket and a hoodie right now, boy.
You got an extra jacket.
hey, look, you be looking around. You got the new information, bro. Only a fool doesn't take new information into account and readjust and reevaluate. That's part of being an adult, ain't it? Little kids say, I don't care. I want that. No. Adults are able to think and adjust and pivot and say, look, contrary to what I was led to believe, or even my hubris may have got in the way. We got
a bunch of idiots in their Browns front office because they not willing to fall on the sword. Somebody got to fall on the sword. Somebody got to take one for the team.
All they got to do, if they were smart, they would just keep it pushing. They'd be like, listen, hey, he balled out. Hey, listen, we're gonna do. Somebody's minutes is gone.
You can't when you're doing stuff like this. When you jumping out in front of the race, when you jumping out in front of the heat that you know that's coming, instead of just take it. You know, sooner or later you got to take it.
You know what they say? They say just take the layup. Take the layup, man. Just take the easy basket.
We want that 3.
You didn't need to pull up for the 3 on a fast break. It's a 3-on-1 fast break. Why are you pulling up from half court? Take the layup. Just take the layup.
No, we ain't gonna do it. Damn, we got 20 super chat.
That's crazy.
They ain't taking the layup, dog. They too selfish. Curly Lee with the 199 super chat. Everything 12 endured at CU prepared him for Cleveland. Facts. That is fact. But no, this article say he wasn't prepared when he got there.
Well, listen, here's the thing.
We don't believe our lying eyes.
Hey, you're gonna have to have a couple more articles like this. Because guess what? This week
you have to write a book.
You have a couple more, bro. Like this ain't gonna get it done. You need more people. You need some more in this, man.
Man, them missiles that's gonna come across the front of that bow this week, Monday morning. It's gonna be so hot in Cleveland, dog. Y'all gonna act like y'all in the South in a minute because it's gonna be hot up there. They coming. Patrick Williams, $5 super chat. Mary Kay Cabot know their podcast will get cooked if they enable their comment section. They try to control the name. They ain't turning the comments on y'all.
Oh no, come on, man. How would you come on, man? That's strategic. You know what I'm saying? That's strategic. Like that's a mastery. That we can't do that, man. We can't. We they is not turning them comments on, man. They is not turning them comments on. OG is not gonna happen. Not happening. But here's the thing. You will start to see people change a little bit. They'll change their commentary a little bit. You'll start to see it this week. It'll be softened. Because what you're gonna start to hear is comments coming from Philadelphia. Because you gotta remember, he's gonna play some snaps in Philly, right? He's gonna get some snaps in Philly. So once you get those snaps and he performs well, and if he does play, then there's no conversation. This becomes a serious conversation, and it now morphs from not only just him doing what he needs to do. It morphs into, are we starting the right people?
Yeah.
Are we starting who we need to be starting? That's what it's gonna come into.
Goated E. Sanders showed for 3 quarters he ran an offense, but not a point in practice did he started to show it to earn reps in practice. Coach got to do better. Man, it is what it is. Ain't nothing gonna change right now. Everybody gonna stay where they are in the standings. Everybody 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody gonna stay right there. Nothing gonna change until after this week. Until they either see Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett on the field, or they don't practice at all. Then they lose their spot. Just that simple. I can't even say that. I don't even know what that is. I think we all know that the Browns were directly leaking those statements to Mary Kay to throw water on Shedeur and how they threw for 4,100 being stupid. No, they was directly feeding her that information. They wasn't leaking nothing. They said, here, Mary Kay, we want you to say this. That's how you control the narrative. Every team has that one reporter that's they got or they girl. Shayla, 209 with a $5 super chat. Dylan was praised for going to multiple schools, but Shedeur can't get recognized for going to Jackson and Colorado. Seems like people be picking and choosing. Yeah. They don't even recognize Jackson State, period. They don't care nothing about Jackson.
Yeah, they be like, that was a high school. That's the second level. That's the second level after high school.
Yeah, they just care about them 2 years at Colorado. Soul Man 2006 $5 super chat. In terms of competition, 12 just set the bar. You got to be this big to ride this ride where Dylan Gabriel is banned.
yes.
If it's some height restrictions, he ain't getting on.
Y'all wild,
Wilson
man.
with the 199 super chat. What happened to the background music? Background music bumping. We in. Burke 3628. The dynamic duo is back. Give them all the Shedeur truth serum. Hey, we working on it, bro. We trying to get it, but Chris J 32. The baby was born in Cleveland. Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that.
I ain't know that either. Okay.
I didn't know that.
He got ties then.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know. Speaking of, man, I got I want to say I appreciate everybody. I got to hop off here. However, I want to say my wife is like, hey, you have dinner reservations in 5 minutes. Be right, get up off here. I will say this. I appreciate every single person that's on here. Make sure off top, if you're listening, we were playing this on the barbershop. Make sure you go out and you follow on Big Snacks. Make sure you go ahead and hit that live button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We appreciate everybody else out there. We're going to be back doing it. We'll pull up. It's not going to be the last time we link up. But I appreciate everybody. I want to thank y'all for having me over here. OG, as always, man. I appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you, G. Go handle your business before you be on punishment. And he's out just like that. We going to finish these super chats, man, because y'all ain't do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? $20 super chat from Elijah. All false narratives can be debunked by watching well-off media videos. Shedeur Sanders is him. That is correct. And that is the statement that we've been making. All this content out here, there is no way you don't know this information. You got 5 to 25 different sources to see what Shedeur has been since then. Cleveland 999 super chat. Appreciate you, brothers. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Curly Lee, the 199 super chat. 12 in church. The pastor preached about him on X. Hey, that's what he do though. That's what he is. A man of God. That's exactly what he is. Jonathan, what if those other quarterbacks weren't really hurt? Coach wanted Shedeur to play. Injuries was the excuse. At this point, I think Dylan Gabriel at least will be back next week without injury. Dylan Gabriel will be back for this week in Philly. I don't see Kenny Pickett making him back. I think Kenny Pickett is done for the preseason. Kirk Davis, what up, kid? They trying to sell that this ish don't stink when we know it does. Oh yeah, they trying to sell us a bill of goods. Ain't no doubt about that. But we, especially those of us that has followed Shedeur, has followed Dion, has followed everything from Jackson to Colorado, and even when they split off, everybody went their separate ways. We've seen it all. So we know exactly what he can do. Mama Bell 70 with the 499 super chat. There's something to do. There's something to until you do right by me. Everything you touch. The more they try to hurt him, the higher he will rise. Start wearing your watches this season. Hey, they better start doing something because that man is on fire. Evictus Red joined late and playing it at one time speed to catch up. Just got to shut up and dribble. NFL stands for the N-word follow line. Hey, you almost caught up with what we said. 1983 made Richard Sherman podcast said if Dylan looks good versus the Eagles because he's third round, Brown might trade Shedeur rather than sit him. I don't know. The Browns is suspect on everything they do right now. Myron Mangus, $2 super chat. You brothers naming all Pro Bowl type of team. Yeah. Hey, Tecmo Bowl was the joint back in the day, dog. Beautifully blessed. She is always in somebody's chat. G. Bush, Cleveland versus Green Bay, September 21st. Is it cold? Don't forget, I'm from Tampa. Y'all have a different kind of cold. Yeah, it's cold in Cleveland, beautifully blessed. I mean, it's cold, because they off the water, and that cold air coming off their water is different up there. Yoshidoshi 2006. I love you guys as a tandem. Appreciate you, Yoshi. Dog 9. Nothing else is sticking. So they use the age-old trope of a dumb black quarterback. 2025, not much has changed. I don't even know why they keep trying it, dog. Yoshidoshi in Shedeur. Are we looking at out of August? No. September. Late September, early October is probably when you'll see Shedeur. I don't think it'll be before then. But anyway, people, we've been on 3 hours. G. Bush is gone. I didn't think we was going to get it done today, but we did. So if you are here from G. Bush's channel, because his stream is still up, y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all go follow G. Bush. If you're not following, follow me on my channel. If you're not, and if you in Cleveland, if you anywhere and you see G. Bush, make sure you get an autograph. You take a selfie, post it so the world will know. Y'all make G. Bush ultra famous up there in Cleveland. He need to be the man. He can't walk around without people wanting to hang out with it. You understand me? But anyway, man, I'm going to be out of here. Y'all make sure y'all go watch that video that I posted earlier, and y'all will understand about all the stuff we was talking about already. Y'all be good. Premier Sports, Jay Tweezy, Yoshidoshi. Again, August was the first Roman Empire. Yes, sir. Y'all have a great day. Tell the people you love them. Y'all don't worry about it. All hell gonna break loose in Cleveland tomorrow. They gonna feel it. We out of here. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.